Hello everyone and welcome back to Team Orion, and as you can see laid out before me on my Liberty Prime mouse mat, I've got all of the parts plus some free Haribos from the shop Peace Out, which is where I got some of these Lego parts from, so thank you for that. But laid out before me here is all of the parts we need for Flipdisc V2. They've all arrived, safe and sound, hopefully, and I'm going to build this, and then we'll see the finished model, and you'll get to see something tangible in my hand for the first time. So I'll join you back once it's all been built. There's actually a few more extra bits as well, because I amended the design, which is why I'm making this video later than I was expecting to make this video, but I was waiting for these extra parts to appear, mostly for stability. So these will also go onto the model. This isn't actually the final form of the model either. I do have more bits than this. Which should go onto it, but I'm not paying for the postage of 5 bits that cost me about 10p, which the postage is about, like £2.50. So yeah, I'm not going to do that until I make another big order. I may even have parts at home when I eventually go home to fix it. But for now, this will give the model the stability that we need, and then I can show you the final product. And here we have it. All 3 parts, now that I have ordered those extra pieces. Part of the extra pieces was for this, which is just the final back plate covering there, which I just really wanted to make it look nicer, essentially. Other parts that I added was on here. The flipper has actually got a new 2x2 plate, which just makes it a lot more stable and a lot easier to manipulate the flipper without it coming off. And other parts is such as down here, right down here where my finger is, I added a plate and an extra 1x1 plate as well, which connects onto these 1x2 slope pieces, which are right here, the grey ones just behind the wheel, and they give extra stability for this front section. So the front section is now a lot more sturdier to move around, which is the main thing. All of these upgrades have been to do with stability. There are others which I haven't made, or at least I haven't got in physical form here, because the pieces are quite cheap to buy on Bricklink in the colours that I want them in, and that means that the cost of parts to the postage is very, very disproportionate, and the postage is a lot more expensive. So to save myself money, instead of making little changes and then ordering literally a handful of parts, I'm just not going to make those changes until I have enough things that I need to change that will warrant the cost of postage. For example, these bracket pieces here, I've replaced the 2 on each side with a 4x2, so it's got 2 studs here which connect, and then 4 along the side, which just gives it extra stability. For the most part, that's pretty much what those do. And then I've added some extra wing pieces, which just make this a lot nicer. It just makes it a lot more of a slope, so it just completes the sloping up to the top paneling. Little changes like that. Other little changes is, for example, connecting these side wedge armor pieces up to here. The new piece that I added, basically repeating what I have here, except turning it 90 degrees and flipping on its head, just so that it connects up to where this stud is, where this bottom plate is. If I could focus it, there you go. So where this bottom plate is, it sort of just replaces that and connects it up, which just makes it a whole lot more sturdy, basically. But if I now connect up these 2 halves, and I push down on it with the extra stability, and then I place this back covering on here, we can kind of see what the robot looks like. as we lower the flipper there. And yeah, I think it comes out looking really, really nice. The rear disc spins nicely. The front flipper flips nicely, and with the extra 2x2 plate that I added, it's a lot more stable and easy to flip, which is a nice play feature if we want to use proper LEGO terminology. And of course the side plating looks just real nice on the side. And it all connects up nicely. I just haven't sort of pushed this top cover on properly, I don't think. Yeah, the top cover is not on properly. If I squeeze it down here, get it with a nice firm connection. There you go. Now the side paneling is matching up properly, and as you can see, that is where it sits on the ground. Nice and low down, nice and flat. The side paneling is looking very good, doing its job, and yeah, I just think this is a real nice model. If you do want to build it yourself for whatever reason, at home I will put instructions somewhere. I think you can upload instructions to Bricklink, so if I can, I will upload instructions there for you, and then you can make your own with the parts list and everything. But yeah, so this is the design that we're going to be going with. I think the front flipper being pneumatic, which is what Firestorm's was, not I've forgotten hydraulic. That's the other one. So yeah, it's not hydraulic. It was pneumatic. So some nice air power. I think that will be the proper way to go forwards about having the flipper flip. And yeah, we're going to have to work on figuring out some Shremek so that if it is like this, it can make itself go like this and not be stuck like this, because this would not be useful. This would be very, very not useful for us. So yeah, and there you go. That side panel coming off is exactly why I've replaced these two bracket pieces with hopefully a more sturdy version in the 3D model on Bricklink Studios. But for now, it sort of falls off, and we can just see the side, which is always handy, I suppose, for maintenance and whatnot. But yes, so that is the model of Flipdisc, and yeah, going forwards, not too sure exactly when the next update will be. I suppose when I have something next tangible for you that isn't a Lego model, perhaps. But yes, for now, I will thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.